guys, welcome back to another edition of Serving It Up with me, your girl Shay Marie. So this time in this video, we're going to finally take care of these tomatoes. Remember these tomatoes that I showed you guys a while ago? And we have so much more at home, but I'm going to save them because I want to jar some as diced tomatoes so I can use them any way I want. So really, this recipe, all I'm doing is putting these in the old electric roaster, just like we did the chicken broth the other day, and we're just going to let them go overnight on 150 to 200. I am, as y'all can tell, I'm not in the RV, over my sister's house. She has been kind enough to let me do it there because y'all know this stuff takes too much power for the RV. Oh, and let me show you guys something really beautiful. Look at her basil. Look at this basil plant. I got me a whole piece of it off, and y'all, I think y'all seen it in the garden, but look how much her basil has grown. I never do good with them, so I took some of hers, so hopefully I won't kill it. And y'all hear the grandbaby in the background. So yeah, all I'm gonna do is get these. I'm not coring them because I don't find, I know a lot of people core them out. It doesn't make a difference to me. I never core them, I never skin them. I'm gonna let them cook down for a long time and then hit them with the immersion blender. And so we're not gonna core them. All we're gonna do is just pop the tips off like that, rinse them, and throw them over there in the roaster. So let me get these rinsed off and I'll bring you guys back. This is a real simple video, nothing really fancy about it. We are going to be canning in an electric pressure canner, and yes, I have learned how to use that thing since the first time. I know it was kind of funny, y'all was with me on the first round of that, but we got it down now, you guys. So let me get these rinsed off and put in the roaster. Like you did over the steps. Rain Man on it. Alrighty, you guys, so we got all the tomatoes in there. Like I said, it's not that much, and if anybody of y'all have made, y'all know that it cooks down a lot. So this may look like a lot of tomatoes in here if you never canned it, but you have to cook it down so long. This probably I don't even know. I'm hoping I get 3 quarts out of that, maybe 4, but I really don't know. And look, I gifted my sister some since she's so kind enough to let us use her facilities. Oh, and these little yellow ones, I had what's they called? Yellow pear tomatoes from last year that was just frozen. So they're going in the sauce too. And what we're going to do with this, I'm turning this on. I'm going to turn it up while I'm here to 350 and let it get a good start. But then I'll turn it down when I'm getting ready to leave, and I'll just stir it, and then that'll be it. I'm not putting any seasoning or anything in that because I may want to make this tomato spaghetti sauce, pizza sauce, anything like that. Any kind of, I don't want to put any seasonings that dedicates it to being one sauce. So, all right, we just let this cook down, you guys, and I'll bring you back when it's time to can it or blend it. Okay, guys, it's been cooking for about an hour. I'm just making sure that, look at all that water that's in there now. These things were frozen and everything, so it's not going to burn. Tomatoes produce their own water and stuff anyways, but I was just making sure these did, because these have a lot of aroma and San Marzanos. Those are just paste tomatoes, so you want to get those because they have less water content. But you can make your sauce with anything. I got some big slice of tomatoes in here, I think. Yeah, I do. Making sure there's nothing on the bottom. And we are good to go. It's like I said, this will be cooking down for hours and hours and hours. All right, guys, we're back, and it's the next day. I got my trusty dusty immersion blender, and look, guys, I remembered my funnel and my can grabber, and we bring extra jars just in case, so we won't be like last time over my daughter's house. So we are prepared. And this has been going, I took it down to 150, 175 and just left it here overnight. And I just turned it back up when I got here. Sorry, got a picture for you. And I just turned it back up, so it's, and this thing, these roasters, they get hot really, really quick. I mean, because it wasn't doing anything, not bubbling or anything. It was kind of simmering when I came in. And you see all those tomatoes, I don't know if you can tell, but they have cooked down a lot. And they're cooked down just a little bit more, but right now what I want to do is go ahead and hit it with the immersion blender. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to try to capture this stuff with my left hand, but y'all know I'm right-handed, so I can show y'all. But most of you guys know how immersion blender works. So let me see if I can get this with my left hand for you guys. Just a little clippy clip. Get the rest of this blended up. I think that's all you guys need to see. Okay, so we have blended it, and this is what we're looking like right now, you guys. I don't know if you can see it. I think you can. Pretty good. So we're going to let it cook down a little bit more, and then we'll hit it with the blender again. You see some of those seeds, maybe a little bit of skin, not much. And you can skim off the top if you want to. I don't know if I am going to take the time to do that. I find it really doesn't matter. My tomato sauce, burnt myself, but yes, this is it. It's looking good. Like I said, I didn't add anything to this because I want this to be able to be pizza sauce, spaghetti sauce, any kind of sauce that I want. So don't add, only thing I added to it was a little pink Himalaya salt. That's it, just some salt and pink Himalaya salt. And again, do not use table salt, iodized salt, because when you go to jar this, after a while, it will start turning a grayish, funky looking color. But yeah, it's looking good. So we're going to let it's looking pretty thick too. And that's one thing about keeping those skins too. It helps it thicken up quicker. Once you get it post down and blend it down, you don't have to wait hours and hours and hours after this step. You know, it just shortens the time of having it thicken up when I leave my skins on. I find that that happens when I leave my skins on. But yeah, so here we go. So I'm going to let it cook. I turned the heat back up on it, and I'm going to let it cook down some more. And then hit it one more time with the immersion blender, and then we are going to jar this goodness up. All right, guys. I'll bring y'all back in a little while. Okay, guys, it is done. Look at that lovely sauce. And now we're going to, and it's thick too, you guys. And as y'all can see, I don't have the lid on it. I didn't just pull it off. I pulled it off and let it cook down like that. Start to evaporate some of that extra liquid for an hour. I took the lid off and let it evaporate the liquid again for an hour. So now we're going to get to jarring. Oh, and I also wanted to say to you guys too, this sauce, like I said, I didn't do anything to it besides put in a little pink Himalaya salt, just a little bit. This, like I said, I wanted to leave it plain so I can use it for pizza sauce, spaghetti sauce, whatever I wanted to use it for. But you very well can put green peppers. If you know you're going to just be jarring this for spaghetti sauce, go on and put you some mushrooms if you like them. Green peppers, onions, garlic, basil, oregano, all that stuff. You can do all of that. It's just going to make it dedicated to being your spaghetti sauce. So, but I have plans for the sauce to do different things with it. But it definitely, you can, oh, and diced tomatoes, whole tomatoes. You know, when I was buying the already jarred sauce, I was buying the chunky version. You know, the chunky. It's got the tomatoes in it, the diced tomatoes, got the onions and green peppers and mushrooms. That's how I like mine when I'm making my spaghetti sauce. So I definitely will add that when I go to cook my spaghettis. But like I said, just left it plain. But you definitely can when you're jarring or when you're cooking. If you wanted to do this whole thing like that, go ahead and add your onions, green peppers, mushrooms at the end, and all your seasonings, and you can jar it just like that. But we're just leaving it plain so it can be dedicated to whatever it is we're cooking at the time. Just wanted to tell you guys that. Okay, guys, so we have everything set up. We have our jars, and I do have more jars. We won't be caught like last time. I got more jars over there. And we have our lids and hot water. And I bought my funnel. So I'm going to put that on the first one. We got our vinegar water for we can wipe our rims. I did bring my lifter this time. I'm prepared. And that'll be it. And I'm going to get a knife for when I fill these up, just to debubble. You know, when you can, once you fill your jars up, you want to debubble. And so, oh, I want to show you guys this too. Look. Look at this. My sister has corn. She picked her corn today, some of her corn. This is our first time growing corn. I think I showed you guys yesterday that she had picked from the garden. Oh, her basil. That's what I showed you guys, her basil. So, yeah, so she gardens too. And I'm excited about this corn. I know she is too. This is her first year. And there's some good ears to her too, you guys. So, super proud about that for her. So, we have everything set up. The only thing that I did not bring, because y'all know I am a scatterbrain. I did not bring, and I thought she had one around here. She says she did, but I don't know exactly where it is. So, I don't have a cup. My measuring cup to pour the sauce into. So what we're going to use is a coffee cup. Easy peasy. And I'm going to try to do one or two with my left hand. You guys know I'm right-handed. I don't have a stand here. So just work with me just to show y'all how to fill the jars. I'm sure you guys know, but I like to take you step by step. So go ahead and see if I can do this without making a total mess. Just gonna scoop it. See if I can get back far enough. You guys don't know how hard this is to do if you're right-handed for a video. Making these videos ain't all easy peasy, guys. Alright. So, yeah, this is just basically all I'm doing, guys. And y'all get the gist of that. Look at that tomato sauce. Oh, my God. Alright, so I can't do this the whole time with my left hand, you guys. You guys get the gist of what I'm doing. So, be back there in the next step. So also, I forgot to mention to you guys, so for per quart with these tomato sauce, it says to add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. So I have my lemon juice here, and I'm just going to add it to this, and it will get mixed in once I start during the process, and then plus once I got to debubble, stick the knife in to debubble. So you could measure this out per quart if you know how many quarts of tomato sauce you actually made, but I don't know how many I get, so I'm going to do it to each individual quart. And again, it's 2 tablespoons of lemon juice per quart jar. So I'll be adding that to each jar. And you also, if you have citric acid, which I do at the trailer, I didn't bring it with me. You guys, it's hard to remember everything during the pack, but my sister happened to have lemon juice, so we're good there instead of the citric acid. Okay, guys, so we ended up getting 6 quarts and 2 half pints. I didn't have any pints left. I canned a lot of my chicken broth with the pints, and so in the quarts. So we got 2 half pints and 6 quarts. So all I'm going to do is, let me get me a knife. Just gonna take a little knife, get it rinsed off. I know I'd be having y'all close to me. And we're just going to take it and debubble. Make sure you knock out all the air pockets. And it may shrink down a little bit. I did had 1/4 head space. And so when you go to debubble, this is the other air pockets where bacteria can sit at. And you want to make sure you go around all of them. You see them little bubbles that pop up? And I'm going to do each individual jar. I'm just showing you guys how to do it. You really want to do it once you're getting ready to put the cap on. So I have to go back over these anyway. So I'm going to debubble it. And I'm going to take a paper towel and wipe around the rims. You want to make sure all the sauce, anything is not on the rims for your rubber part on your lid can get a good seal. And that's pretty much it. All right, we got them all cleaned. I debubbled and capped. So now we're gonna go on to the canner process. So let's go to a trusted book over here. Y'all know I got my canning book. So this is gonna go a little bit more simpler than last time, than the last video, you guys. So it says for tomato sauce, we're going to prepare blah blah blah, heat a large blah 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 blah. And you actually can water bath can the tomato sauce. I'm just gonna pressure can it. Though, since we got our pressure canner out. So, and it's quicker. So it says process pints and quarts for 15 minutes. So that's what we're going to do. Read your rules, guys. Don't be making your family sick. So let's go ahead, and I got my pressure canner over there. So we're gonna go ahead, move that, get this out of the way, move the pressure canner over there, and get to doing. Oh, and also, I forgot where it is. I think only 4 quarts fit in at a time. So, blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure it's only 4 quarts fit in the pressure canner at a time. So we'll have to go 2 rounds with this, and that's okay. And so it says the processing time for this is 15 minutes. So we'll do that. There we go. 15. And we'll go ahead and start it. It says insert jars. Our jars are already hot. This is if you want to warm up your jars. I don't need to do that. So go on and get the canner warmed up. All right, so it has beeped and it's ready for me to put the jars in. The canner is warmed up. My grandbaby in the background, y'all. Treasure, say hey. Hey. Like it says, it holds, yep, four of them at a time. And so we will put the lid back on. Sorry, y'all, it's way over here. Back on, put it to lock, and all you do is press this, and now it's heating up. And the toggler, if it was on a stovetop one, this would be like your toggler, but it's off. You always got to make sure you take that off. While it's during this process, and then it'll beep again and it'll let you know. And if you watch the last video, it'll say put regulator on, which is this, and you will put this on to can, and it's got a can position right here. And that's pretty much it, guys. We have gotten this, I'm super proud, we have gotten this canner down pat now, for the most part. In this book, I love this Presco thing. And it came with this book, and it has, if you have one, you already know, all the recipes, all the canning times, all of that in there. So it really does make it super easy. So I'll have 2 rounds of this, since I have the 2 quarts left in the pints half pints actually. So these are just going in together because they have the same canning time. So I'll put these next rounds in after that one gets done. Pretty simple, easy peasy, guys. Just remember to be sanitary and all that good stuff. But I'll bring you back once these are done and we put the next round in. Well, I'll just show you this round once it gets done, like I did with the chicken broth. And then we'll end this video before it gets too long. Because y'all know I get awkward when I'm doing these videos. I'm working on it. But yeah, so easy peasy. We got us some spaghetti sauce now. Correction, some tomato sauce. It can be whatever you want it to be. Pizza, spaghetti sauce, whatever it is you want to be. We got us some now. All right, guys, so it is all done. And so we will take the lid off, another successful one. And be careful because it's still going to be kind of hot, you guys. Put it away from you. Like that. Right. And I'm going to get our box over there because we're going to put them back in the box. Hold on. So I'm going to get a box. As we're just going to take them back in this the way we came. And let me see if I can do this with my left hand for you guys. I love y'all because y'all making me struggle with this video. Or maybe I'm making myself struggle. I need to go home and find my stand. And here they are. I'm just going to drop them in the box. Okay, so I'm going to get the other ones. You guys do not need to see that. I got another round to do, but we have that one that we'll do off camera. So this is going to be it for this video, guys. Another successful canning session. I am really loving this. It took me, my honey ended up getting me this. And thank you, babe. Thank you. Because I have always been, you hear the stories about jars exploding, and I've seen pictures of things exploding on the stovetop, and I'm intimidated by them. That's why I've always water bath. Even like, I know it's not approved, do what you want in your own kitchen, but I've canned my chili in the water bath. You just gotta keep that water rolling, a rolling boil for like 3.5, 4 hours. I did it that way because I felt safer that way. And yes, we've eaten it and no one has died, but it's not approved, you guys. But that's the way I was doing it at first. And I'm sure there's a lot of water bath canners out there still. I mean, whatever works for you. Your kitchen, your rules. So, but I am so happy to get this one. Because it does make you feel a little bit safer about what you're doing. So, it was another success. So, anyhow, gonna sign out. Y'all know what I do. I ramble at the end of these things. So thank you guys. I'm sorry, guys. The door done creeped open on me. I was making sure I wasn't getting ready to get kidnapped. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning into another edition of Serving It Up with me, Shay Marie. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being you. Thank you for just being with me on all my journeys, no matter how all over the place I am, because we know I get there sometimes. If you're new here and you like what you see, go back. We have a whole bunch of stuff: cooking, cleaning, gardening. Oh, and I always say, don't forget to slide over to our Facebook group called Inside Out Gardening and join us there in that community. But thank you guys again. I appreciate everything. I appreciate when y'all reach out to me. I've had a couple of people email me, and I just really appreciate that too, you guys. I really love speaking with you guys, and I love just being on this journey with you guys, really. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe on your way out the door. Thank you. Talk to you next time, friends.